Hello and welcome to Lux Tutorial, and my name is Abhishek Gupta. Now today we are going to discuss about the chemistry syllabus. So for that I have called another teacher over here. He is actually a colleague of mine. His name is Mr. Punnendu Chakrabarti, and he is going to explain in detail the chemistry syllabus to all of you. Now let us welcome Mr. Punnendu Chakrabarti.
Thank you very much, Abhishek Gupta, sir, for this warm welcome. So, students, as you know, the syllabus has been reduced for your chemistry, and today I'm going to discuss about exactly those chapters, those topics which are removed from your ICSE chemistry syllabus. So, students, please note it down. So, the first thing that I want to say is about chapter number 3, which is your study of acids, bases, and salts. And in that chapter, I'm going to say the topic which there is no need to study that topic. And that topic is preparation of salts. The preparation of normal salts, you have so many methods, displacement or whatever it is. No requirement is there to study. This part is totally omitted from your syllabus. Else, whatever is there is as it is. Then we go to chapter number 5. We go to chapter number 5, where the heading of the chapter, as you know, is mole concept and stoichiometry, where you find maximum amount of the syllabus has been deleted. As the chapter suggests mole concept and stoichiometry, you don't have to study mole concept also. You don't have to study stoichiometry also. Only vapor density and empirical formula and the numericals of empirical formula is what you have to study. And the rest of the part, there is no requirement to study, that has been omitted from your syllabus. And what does the rest of the part is there? You already know: Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes, Avogadro's law, stoichiometry, sums on balanced chemical equation, mole concept, not there, not required for your preparation. We can go back to again the next chapter, which is there from where a little of the topics has been deducted from the syllabus, and that is chapter number 7, and that is what? Metallurgy. So in metallurgy, what you don't need to study, you don't need to study the general metallurgical reactions, the general metallurgical processes, starting from dressing of the ore to concentration of the ore to different types of concentration methods, and to reduce those metallic oxides to metal. All those entire general preparation techniques that you read, obviously every time the students read, obviously every time when they give for the ICSE exam, when they prepare themselves for ICSE exams, this time no requirement of reading those topics. Okay, then exactly what you have to study? Only the extraction of aluminium and the alloys. And the alloys also is mentioned also in the ICSE syllabus. If you go to any standard book, you will get to know that what alloys you have to study. You have to study stainless steel, duralumin, bronze, brass, and solder. Only the composition and the use, and nothing else. And obviously what you have to study? The extraction of aluminium. But apart from these two topics, there is no need to study anything. That has been entirely omitted from the chapter number 7. Else, we have entire thing intact about rest of the chapters. Then I will go to chapter number 9, which is called organic chemistry. In this chapter also, everything is there apart from, please note it down, students, apart from alcohols and acetic acid. You have to read everything. That means the preparation of alcohol, the uses of alcohol, the properties of alcohol, the preparation of acetic acid, uses, its properties. No requirement. It is totally omitted from your organic chemistry chapter. Else everything remains as it is. You have to go through it. And apart from this, whatever chapters are there throughout, you have to study in details. In fact, that makes a total theoretical syllabus, because most of the numerical part has been deducted. That's all from the reduction point of view, that what parts have been already reduced.
Thank you very much, sir, for explaining all the students about the entire detail of the reduced syllabus. But the students generally ask me a thing that, sir, what has been declared by the ICC Council, that it is basically the 25% of the syllabus. Is it really 25%? What do you want to say, sir?
It is not at all 25%, my dear students. It is not at all 25% because yes, the numerical part has been removed. The main extraction techniques have been removed. That doesn't mean 25%. If you see critically, if you critically analyze the syllabus, you will say at least around 10 to 15% of the syllabus, max to max, around 20% syllabus has been reduced. So I don't think there is 25% reduction because it's a theoretical syllabus, as I've already told, and other chapters are always there that you have to study. So the reduction is there, but the numericals has been totally, omitted from the syllabus, has been eliminated from the syllabus.
Thank you, sir, for explaining the students how much is the entire weightage of the portion that has been removed from the syllabus. One more thing I want to ask you, sir, is that what will be the marking scheme and what you want to say about the current situation, that means the new marking scheme that the ICC should come up with or it can come up with. What you want to say about that?
Yes, Abhishek sir, the thing is that you may think, the students may also think that there may be a change in the marking scheme because few chapters are not included, few topics have been not included. But see, as you know very well, that if the numericals in chemistry is coming, as you yourself are a maths teacher, you will understand that is very
Yes.
scoring. The numericals are very scoring. If you just
Yes, sir,
go
definitely.
to the proper formula, if the proper formula is the proper substitution is there, the students is bound to get marks. It's very easy to score. Now the thing is that this comfort zone has been removed from the students. That comfort zone of scoring high marks, the scoring the marks from the numericals point of view has been removed. But apart from that, I don't think due to the removal of some of the topics, there should be any change of marking scheme. As you, all of you students, you know that section A will be there, where compulsory questions will be coming right from fill in the blanks to correct options, choosing the correct options from the fill in the blanks, and then name the following true and false and all those things. They are going to come as you see the pattern. The pattern will be remaining the same. So I don't think there will be any such changes overall in the marking scheme. Only the numerical part will be reduced, and to some extent the weightage can be affected because as the lot of questions do come from that metallurgical point of view. A lot of questions come from the mole concept and that organic chemistry, that acetic acid and alcohol. So there can be a little difference in the weightage of the subject, the weightage of the marks of the subjects. But apart from that, I think the students are not going to face any sort of difficulty in the change of marking scheme. It will be remaining overall the same only.
So, sir, what will be the impact of the reduction of the syllabus on the learning process for the students of class 10 when they go in class 11? Is there any huge impact or the impact will be less in that case?
No, I don't think there should be any kind of huge impact, sir, because if you see the syllabus and if students also, if you follow the syllabus of class 11 chemistry, you will definitely find that the mole concept is again getting repeated along with the
Yes.
stoichiometry terms and all the concepts that you're learning in class 10. It's again a repetition of the same concept when you go to chapter number 1, which is called the fundamental concepts of chemistry. You're going to see the same thing again. So I don't think that there should be any such problem regarding that. And again, you can see that in the metallurgical process, a lot of things are getting repeated in any of the chapters in class 11 because the general metallurgical processes are again you have to read the same thing. So I don't think there should be a huge impact on the preparation of the students and also on the preparation academically about the chemistry for class 11 students, for the ongoing students, board students who are going to get promoted in class 11. It is not going to have a huge impact because these topics are again getting repeated. As for example, acetic acid and alcohols also you can take, sir, which is again we are going to study that in class 11. So I think council kept in mind all these things, and that is why the reduction is there only on these particular topics only, sir.
Thank you, sir, for sparing a valuable time for us and explaining the students all the details of the chemistry syllabus. So, sir, we will meet in the next video where I will be asking you that what are the topics on which the students should prepare more in chemistry or should pay more attention in chemistry.
Absolutely. As students, you know very well that there are certain topics that you need to take care very often because questions do come from those frequent questions do come. If you have a close analysis of all the 10 years, you will see that those topics are the of utmost importance. And in the next video, definitely I will help you out so that you can understand, and it helps you for your preparation for the coming board exam for chemistry.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable time. And thank you all of you for watching the video. If you like the video, click the thumbs up button, press the subscribe button, and don't forget to press the bell notification so that you will be updated whenever we come up with another video. And we will be pretty much coming up quickly with another video. So stay home, stay safe. Thank you for watching. Till then, goodbye.